Blog Talk Radio.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. You're listening to Baltimore is Talking Live. I'm your host, Dr. Q. Co-host is Green Bean, Aaron Green. Say hello, Green.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, and good night to all. Couples Tuesday, let's get things started.
In a couple of minutes, we'll be talking to Raquel Baldelomar in Hot Seat. But before we get to the Hot Seat, it was a hot button topic that somebody had sent me after the show had went off the air. They sent it through YouTube. So I didn't know we were on YouTube, but I'm learning every day where people are finding our show. That kudos to the distribution team. The more listeners, the better. Our goal is not to influence you, but just to give you an alternative opinion of things. Now, the hot button topic issue that they had asked me was about the governor of Maryland deciding to cancel a holiday. Now, they canceled Halloween, which is fine because I don't believe in druidism and witchcraft and all that stuff, so I don't do that. But then to tell somebody what to do in your own house, it reminds me of the days of the Gestapo. And like I said before, I am not that guy that believes in government overreach. It's the same reason I did not like Obamacare, because you were dictating how to spend my money. That's not right. Don't tell me how to spend my money. I'm not going to tell you how to run the country. Don't do that. So here we have, again, another situation where the governor is telling you how many people are allowed in your house. What? What are you talking about? Do I tell you how many people to put into the State House? Do I tell you how many people to have into the White House? Do I tell you how many people to put into the City Hall? Do I dare tell you how many people we have in jail? And you're telling me I can't have more than 5 people in my house? What if I got 6 kids? All of them got to go to the foster care? But, this is the stuff
It make no sense.
So he didn't say 6. He said you can't have more than 10. My cousin has 8 kids. If they were children and all living at home, it would be 8 kids plus her plus the stepdad. So she would be over the limit. If someone knocked on the door and said, "Gas man," because back in the day, the gas man used to come to the door and took a meal, which I think technology has ruined a lot of relationships. So Wendy Williams, not that I'm a fan, she made a suggestion that if you're going to have Thanksgiving dinner, go to a hotel room, come over and eat with your mask on, and then when you finish eating, go back to the hotel room for the rest of your stay so you don't contaminate the people that's in the household. Yet again, it goes back to what I said. If I was to bet $1 million on what I said, I'd be a millionaire. It's radiation, contamination. It's not going to go away because as long as you're pushing the radiation into the atmosphere, you keep it stirred up. I don't know too much about the 5G scenario, but I do know that all the countries that do not have internet, such as Ghana being one, don't have the COVID. Perhaps if we shut the country down for 1 week with no electricity, maybe COVID would go away because now there's no electrostatic, no electrostatic stuff to keep it conducive in the atmosphere. Oh, that's Trey in the background telling me words. I know how to read. But anyway, those are just some ideas. Now, me, I don't know about the 5G. I don't know about the internet, but I do know it's radiation. It's radioactive. That's why it's important to wash it off. It's in the air. It lingers. You walk through it. The same way you can have cleansing to clean the water, there's a way to clean the atmosphere. When you have what's the word I'm looking for? Fallout. When you have radioactive fallout, such as what happened with strontium-19 or what happened with Hiroshima, the Enola Gay, places were uninhabitable because the radiation levels were so high. So a crew went in there with their Geiger counters and stuff like that, which is the device used to detect radiation, and made that area livable again. Didn't happen overnight, but that was 100% pure bomb-detonated radiation. Now, if we just have a trace of that, and that's killing people, because the symptoms are similar to that of cancer, that of leukemia, that of extreme asthma, it's a respiratory disease. What happens when you go into a radiation chamber? For those of you that watch Star Trek, that's the best way I can give you a picture. When Spock went into the Star Trek chamber because they couldn't get warp drive because the chamber would not shut, and he went inside of the chamber with no gear because he was Vulcan, he could sustain a certain level of radiation, and he put the container together so that the ship could have warp drive so they could get out of there in one piece so they didn't blow up. And he was all tattered and torn because the radiation was peeling and pulling off his skin, and he was dying. He was suffocating. And they said, "Get him to sick bay, Bones. Get him to sick bay." And Bones told Kirk, "Jim, he's already gone. He's already gone." And he was suffocating because he could not breathe. This is what happens from radiation exposure. Gets in your lungs and it kills you. Number two, when you go get an x-ray for your chest, they put this lead over top of your body so you don't get too much exposure. Three, when I worked at the airport, FAA had us wearing these meters to see how much radiation we were getting from the x-ray machines and the mag lab and all that stuff. And once it got to a certain meter, we got off that cycle for 7 days and did another cycle. After 7 days, the count came down to a certain level, and we went back to it. Some people who did 8 days, 9 days, passed the point, developed this kind of a cough that they couldn't get rid of. I said, why you keep coughing so much? Radiation poison. It's real. It's out there. Sunlight gives you natural radiation exposure. A lot of the black people have that melanin, which counteracts some of the ultraviolet rays and some of that radiation. The reason why they don't give you the demographics of how many people are dying, because they don't want you to say, oh, well, the white people are dying faster and the black people aren't dying as much, because then that'll become an issue. And then they'll probably start killing black people to get the melanin out of it, which that's not how it works. So, I don't know about your state, but here in the state of Maryland, they have a $1,000 clinical fee or a trial fee, whatever. They'll pay you $1,000 to come, let them run their experiments on you and give you the corona, and then give you the treatment to see how long you survive. Now, the catch is you don't get the money until they finish with the trial. My question is, if I drop dead, who gets the money? So that's just something I wouldn't advise anybody to do it. But if you're into that, being a human guinea pig thing, fine. I know a lot of people who go in the paper looking for cocaine trials, heroin trials, sleep studies, and they get paid to do these experiments because there's a good way to make a living. But they all fucked up, you know. So I don't, excuse my French, my Spanish, but I don't recommend it. You know, this one guy talks to me. He was very educated when I talked to him, but he's done so many of these trials. He talks to me and pauses. I'm going to the store to get a loaf of bread. You know, I'm going to the. You going where? Where you going? To the store to get. To the store to get what? What you gonna get? To get a loaf of. To get a loaf of what? What you trying to say? Get a loaf of bread. He talks to us like that and pauses. And he even walks and pauses. He'll walk, stop, stutter, walk, stop, stutter, walk, stop, stutter. And I don't know. It's ridiculous. I ain't going to talk to you off. I think it's time for the Black History Minute. Is it?
Yes, it is.
All right. What you got good for me today?
Today's Black History Minute is to Cab Calloway. Cab Calloway is an American jazz musician of the 20th century. He was born in Rochester, New York City on December 25th, 1907 to Martha Reed and Kendall Calloway Jr., both were whom college graduates. Martha was a teacher and church organist, whereas Kendall was a lawyer and also worked in the real estate. The family located to Baltimore, Maryland in 1981. In the area known as Sugar Hill, considered to be economic and cultural center for the influenced blacks at the time. Cab belonged to comfortability well of the middle class family. He shared his talents. In fact, his parents recognized early. He enrolled him in vocal lessons in order to strengthen his technique. He began to attach towards jazz music. In fact, both of his parents and teachers disapproved of. His parents wanted him to study law and enrolled him into Kane College in order to please them. However, his love of jazz was so strong, he became a regular in several nightclubs in Baltimore. One I'm hearing a long time ago was Art Social in Pennsylvania Avenue. Oh, that was a long time